Years ago I stayed for some nights at a hotel in the New Forest, which is a national park on the south coast of England. The hotel was large and was a former hunting lodge, built sometime in the 19th century. It felt very uncomfortable in my room, and almost as though there were others there with me or someone watching me. I'm not the kind of person that is normally given to such feelings, but they were just so very strong and extremely uncomfortable. I was with a large group staying there, and speaking to the others after my first night, many felt the same. The first night it took me a long time to fall asleep, and for the first time in my entire adult life I could not bring myself to turn out the lights before I went to bed. When I eventually fell asleep, I had the most vivid dreams that felt extremely real. Being in a trench somewhere during the Great War and hearing constant banging of explosions and of artillery pieces firing. I woke up feeling extremely distressed and with a cold sweat. There was a banging noise which I assume must have been some metal roofing not affixed properly, moving in the wind. I've never felt anything like it since, and I'd never felt anything like it before. It felt so very real, and I was completely overwhelmed with so many emotions and utterly terrified. I couldn't get back to sleep. I felt like I was in the company of others. I felt like someone was near, or that feeling you get when people are looking at you. I spent the rest of the night in a kind of daze. In the morning I went downstairs for breakfast and saw a frame on the wall containing some photographs and a story about how the hotel was converted into a military hospital during World War I. I did not know anything about this before I arrived or before that night. I had also not been reading anything about the war or had seen anything on television recently about it. I'm a practical and skeptical person, but I don't know what to make of that experience. I spent the remainder of the stay with one of my friends in another room. The oppressive atmosphere and general feeling that something's wrong and frightening to me did not lift, and for my friend, who I stayed with, was also afraid. We were both glad that we stayed in the same room together.